Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me here at Esther 5D Energy. Thank you for listening to these words and thank you for subscribing. I'm going to go into channel now and see what the guides have to say today. And this vessel steps back. And we step forward as the Elohim Council, an angelic presence on your earth plane of existence, creators of realities just like you, here in support of you and your experience here, in your learnings. And you have received a great transmission of energy from your sun recently, and is shifting the magnetic field on your planet. Some of you may become very uncomfortable in your body if you haven't already. What this is allowing the earth plane to do is to shift into higher consciousness easier, to help loosen up those areas of stuck energy, to help provide pathways, portals of information to be opened up that have been resistant or dormant for generations. There is a grid on your earth plane of existence that helps transmit energy all over your planet so that none of you are left out of this awakening process. Even if you don't have access to much of the computer systems or internet that some of you get to take advantage of, there are many places on your earth where humans do not have access. So for them to get information, even before you invented the internet, during your times of Atlantis, during your times of Egypt, this is the way information was transmitted continent to continent, wirelessly, you see, through pyramids and portals. There was a distribution, a very active distribution of information and frequency that flowed around the planet. And in that field of exploration, that's how many of you now are beginning to understand how someone could have an invention in one country and another person could be working on the exact same thing in another country, never having connected, never having talked to each other. That information is radiating through the field of consciousness and tapping those that are tuning into that particular frequency for that information, maybe a particular invention they're working on, or a piece of music, or a story that they're working on, writing a book. You see, these ideas are constantly flowing. It's been working at a minimal rate, and now it is being ramped up. It is being reconnected. It is being exchanged for a better version right now so that this can happen faster with more clarity to more people. So that the solutions that you need to move forward as a society will become easier and easier for all of you to sense, to feel, and to understand. There won't be the extreme polarity anymore as this energy settles, and it will take a few more years before it really hits that active state, that grid work, that wireless grid work of information that is intrinsic to this planet that you really never understood. But now that you have even wireless cell phones, can you understand something so advanced that nature itself holds it, that it actually gave you the idea for wireless transmission? You see, all of that's there. And you see the pace picking up on certain parts of artificial intelligence, they call it, these ideas. But a lot of these ideas are also going to play into how to distribute food more evenly over your planet, how to distribute housing better, how to get people out of poverty, living in sanitary conditions, how to be more peaceful without war. Those energetic transmissions will be given out through this energy, according to the human consciousness and the rays in frequency that is now bathing your planet, from interstellar alliances that are being made that are helping support it. All this is coming through you now. It may feel a little different to you here. You may be feeling a little more emotional. You may not feel like eating much or having digestive issues as this high energy lifts your frequency even more. And we have tried to give you ways of coping with this, being in nature more to ground yourself, to tune in to what is the new information flowing through you at a rate that you haven't felt before. Everything's lining up here for the change, for this big shift. It is ongoing. You are in the middle of it, you see. So when you hear about these solar flares, it's a positive thing. Even if it appears to cause a negative outcome with some of your technology or interference, it's still necessary to get that grid work going, to open up those portals, to activate all of those places on the earth that you know about and the many, many that you're not aware of. Many exist in the oceans. And this energy is going to give you knowledge and wisdom and help coordinate a more harmonious society among humans all over the earth. No one will be left out of the information, you see, no matter where you are, no matter what filters your government may set up on the internet that only gives you part of the story. They cannot stop this evolution of consciousness with that sort of censorship, you see, or storyline. That's why we ask you to simply observe what they're putting out. It is okay to know that they're putting out information in a censored way, according to their perspective, but know that there is a much broader picture here happening that doesn't require their assistance, really. You could tune into this information through meditations, through pursuing what you love and staying in a positive state. It will draw it to you. You will have more intuition, more solutions to simply things that are happening just in your environment. Not maybe on a world basis. You might not get one of those big downloads. You might simply get solutions to things in your own life that make things easier. So that's why we encourage you to listen to that inner voice. That will be your key to moving forward here. Listening to the information waves that are coming in from the planet itself and the interstellar alliances that are supporting you with what we will call downloads or information highways that are wireless that you cannot see and is so advanced it's not completely understood by most people yet or accepted yet in your scientific communities, but it is happening. Some of you call it psychic awareness. There's many different names for it, but basically what you're doing is you're using your being as a tuning fork. You are absorbing information and you are sending it out, you see, with your frequency. So those of you that understand the high frequencies that are running through your system, allow it to be in harmony with itself. Allow yourself to listen to the new information that may be coming down the line for you. It may involve extraterrestrial contact. It may involve telepathy, you see. It may involve compassion with others in a way that you haven't really experienced before, from a neutral state, you see, not a judgmental place of good or bad, but simply allowing others to receive the information as well and do with it what they can, where they're at in their stage of development of consciousness, and know that no one on the planet will be left out. Everyone will be receiving this information. Some are ready to move forward a little faster than others. Some of them haven't perhaps been here as long or aren't quite wanting to awaken quite yet. They're finishing up some experiences here. Remember, you are an eternal being, a spirit form having a human experience. And there are some things that beyond your conscious knowing that you may have laid out for yourself. And so it is the same with others. Allow them to play the role the way they've designed it, even in their unconscious state. While you observe it, it's not easy, but send them love and appreciation for the role here and move on with your role. Enjoy the energy that is being sent here on all different levels to knock loose anything that's been stuck, any trauma that's been stuck here. You may be releasing that yourself. That's why you may feel uncomfortable in your body. And then you will get to a point where you feel lighter and you feel relief. And that means you've passed through some of that energy. We will use the example of water. When you stir it up, it gets a little murky. It's hard to see through it, but it is letting loose things that need to bubble up and disseminate. So it's a little messy right now on your planet as the energy gets stirred up and released. And many of you are doing a lot of the filtering of that. And we appreciate your role here as you work on the puzzle of higher consciousness and how this is working, and that system, that grid work that plays such a huge part in how you understand your reality here and how you create a better one for yourself. And that is our information for you today, with much love to you, each and every one, in support of you. Allow us to help you through this time period. Whatever you need, we are here. And the veil is getting very thin. So we could transmit much energy and information to you very easily in a way that we couldn't before. It wasn't time, but it is time now. So take advantage of that and enjoy it. Namaste.